We have heard about confidentiality a lot of times, and I have referenced this term in, I think, almost all the videos that I have created for information security. Confidentiality is a very important aspect, but a lot of people do not know how to implement confidentiality in real time, and what are the measures that you need to take in order to make sure that the confidentiality aspect of information security has been implemented properly within your organization, guys. That's why I'm creating this video. I just wanted to make sure that you understand confidentiality in and out completely from this video. And again, if you have any follow-up questions in terms of confidentiality, feel free to ask in the comment section, guys. So first of all, let us try to understand what is confidentiality. Confidentiality, as the name suggests, means something secret, something that is confidential, something that is sensitive, and you need to safeguard that information so that only the intended person or the users who have access to that particular data or the information can access that particular information. What it means is there should not be any unauthorized access, and the access should be only restricted to the users who are the intended recipient for that particular information. Okay, only authorized users should have access to the information. So this is what confidentiality talks about. Now, for example, if you want me to take an example for confidentiality, I can simply say your bank password. Your bank password is something, your account username, your account password, your account number, your bank password is some detail which you do not want anybody to know. You want to keep it confidential. Okay, so you want to make sure that nobody has access to that information. That's how critical that information is, because if anybody gets access, they will be easily able to get the leverage out of it. So now the second question comes is how to achieve confidentiality, which I have never talked about before. Sorry. So the number one thing how to achieve confidentiality is access control. Now you must have heard about access control, but what is access control? Access control is simply entering your credentials, the username and password, guys. It's as simple as that. That is access control. However, you need to define access control on the basis of roles, on the basis of responsibility of an individual within the organization. And what do you call this type of access control? You call it RBAC, role based access control. So that information is only shared on need to know basis, which means that only the users get the particular information for which they need to work on based upon the role that they have to perform. That's it. Need to know basis principle works here. And the second thing that I have spoken about till now is role based access control. These are the two things that you have to implement for access control in order to maintain confidentiality. And what is the second thing after that? The second thing after that is always start with the least privilege, with minimum level of access. Whenever you have any new hire, whenever you have any new role, always start with the minimum level of access, least privilege principle. Never ever give any admin rights in the first go itself, guys. This is a blunder. Just give regular system access to the user, only system access, no admin access. Only if needed, then escalate the permissions. But again, take a report of those changes, when and why you have to do that, so that you can keep a log of that if somebody asks you. Okay, so this is how you implement confidentiality. Number one is access control, And within access control you have two ways. Number one is need to know basis and role based access control, and the second one is least privilege principle, giving the minimum level of access required, guys. This is first thing for implementation of confidentiality. Now what is the second thing, guys? The second thing is encryption. Now what is encryption? Encryption means masking the message, hiding the message, concealing the message, ciphering the message, using a type of a program or an algorithm and a key, so that from one side when you are encrypting the information, confidential information, then only on the receiver side the receiver, the intended recipient, can decrypt it, and nobody else in between, right? So in encryption, without the key you will not be able to decipher the message. That's why encryption is very important in terms of confidentiality, and that's why you also use encryption for real world implementation of confidentiality. Okay. Now what is the importance of key here? I mentioned the key as well. The key is very important because without the key the recipient will not be able to decipher the message. Okay. And now you may ask me to give examples for encryption as well. So for encryption, there are simple examples. You can use algorithms like AES, Advanced Encryption Standard. You can use algorithms like DES, Triple DES, which is Data Encryption Standard. These are the different encryption standards that you can use, guys, in order to implement confidentiality. So I hope you must have got some clarity by now how to implement confidentiality in real world. We will also discuss about implementation of integrity and availability in real world. This is very helpful from an information security point of view, for your understanding point of view, as well as for your interview point of view, because sorry, anybody can ask you in the interview as well to practically demonstrate the confidentiality aspect of information security, and they can ask you how you will implement within the organization. That's why you need to know about all these things in details, guys. That's why I always request to watch the videos till the end, because that's the only way you will be getting information and valuable information. And if you again have any questions, feel free to add in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.